In the desolate heart of the countryside stood Blackwood Manor, a decaying relic of a bygone era. Once a beacon of opulence and grandeur, now its walls whispered secrets in the dead of night, secrets that kept even the bravest souls at bay. Isabel, a young and daring journalist, arrived with an intent to uncover the truth behind the tales of hauntings that surrounded the manor. Her curiosity masked the creeping apprehension that tugged at her resolve. She had heard the stories of shadows that flickered across windows, of mournful wails that echoed through empty halls, and of the cold touch of unseen hands on one's spine. With a determined stride, Isabel pushed open the ancient, creaking doors of Blackwood Manor. The air inside was thick with dust and the scent of forgotten times. As she ventured deeper into the manor, the oppressive silence weighed heavily on her shoulders. Her only companions were the distant sounds of dripping water and the occasional skittering of rats. Hours passed, and as dusk began to settle, the atmosphere within the manor grew colder, more malevolent. Isabel's flashlight flickered, casting erratic shadows that danced along the walls. Each step echoed ominously, serving as a reminder of her solitude. It was then, in the gathering darkness, that she heard it, a whisper, soft and sinister, brushing against her ear like an icy breath. "Leave." Her heart pounded as she spun around, the beam of her flashlight slicing through the gloom to reveal nothing but empty space. Determined yet trembling, Isabel pressed on, each whisper growing louder, more insistent. She stumbled upon a grand library, its walls lined with crumbling tomes. In the center of the room stood a large, ornate mirror, covered in a thick layer of grime. Drawn to it, Isabel wiped away the dirt, revealing not her own reflection, but that of a gaunt, sorrowful figure. The spirit's eyes, hollow and mournful, locked onto hers. Words formed on its lips without sound. "Help us." The hairs on the back of her neck stood on end as cold realization washed over her. Blackwood Manor wasn't just haunted, it was a prison for tormented souls. The whispers grew into a cacophony of anguished cries as Isabel backed away slowly. The spirits, drawn by her presence, sought freedom, their agony palpable. Summoning her courage, she fled the manor, the weight of its curse following her every step. As she reached the safety of daylight, Isabel knew that the story of Blackwood Manor was far from over. The spirits within still yearned for release, and their whispered pleas would haunt her forever.